Alright, we're back and we're finally getting to Sister Street Fighter. Um I don't know how popular this is compared to the normal Street Fighter movies. Um it does have Sonny Chiba in this, who is it's kinda it's not I would say it's like a cameo, because he definitely has a big role in it, but it feels like he's kind of just slightly, at least there's certain scenes where it's just kind of slightly inserted to be like, hey, I remember those Street Fighter movies, which is weird because also like these movies came out at the same time as like the actual the normal Street Fighter movies. It's like this and this coming out in like the same year. I think this movie, as well as all the other Street Fighter movies, came out in like the same year. Yes, came out in 1974, which is fucking insane. Like, it's just honestly, that's just fucking insane. But these movies, came out. Like, there are 5 movies in this Street Fighter, I guess, franchise, that all came out in the same year, which is just fucking nuts. Maybe Sonny Chiba's kind of a cameo a little bit because maybe he was busy actually doing his movies while also doing these movies. Because he kind of shows up occasionally, just be like, "Hello, I'm also here." It shows up quite a bit more in like later on in the movie, but it's just like, cool. So this follows. So I should get us off at the bat. This movie is separate from the Street Fighter movies. Sonny Chiba is in this movie, but he plays a different character in this. So she's not like Sister Street Fighter, as in like the sister of Sonny Chiba's character, Guma. This is a separate character. So I should get off that off the bat. This is a separate character that she plays. Or that Sonny plays. So that they are not, and also she does not play the sister to his character. He has a completely different character who's kind of just a guy who's kind of also investigating this. So basically, the Sister Street Fighter part of it is she's a sister of Manson Lee. At least that's what I've looked this up on Wikipedia. There's so many different names. I don't know which one is the correct one, which is not. So I'm going to go with whatever the one I have says. It says Manson Lee. So I'll go with that. She's Koryu. Koryu? Yeah, I'll go Koryu because that sounds right. In my head. So Manson Lee is a detective who's basically been investigating drug smuggling, and he's gone completely missing. I feel like, at least in the first scene we see her, she's kind of almost aged down. Now, I looked her up as like, she was born in like 56, and this is 74, so that she's literally like 18. But I feel like they kind of, at least in the first scene, they kind of definitely, almost they kind of age her down weirdly. It's just like for this first scene. And then later on, she's, just kicking ass, and she looks older. And I was like just shocked that she was like only 18, which is pretty impressive to be kicking ass and also in the lead of your own movie. She's basically been, well, she's like the only person who can apparently track this down, which is kind of embarrassing for them, because apparently the only person that can do this is, so I'm going to assume her character is like the same age as the actress, so she's like 18. Yeah, there's nothing I can see that confirms or denies that. So, yeah, it just seems incredibly young. But yeah, like I said, she's weirdly seems like she's like, I don't know, age down in like the first scene. After that, she looks older. Maybe it's just the kind of buns they gave her, but I don't know. It just I feel like it looks like she's aged down in the first scene, and afterward, like she looks a lot older. And she gets hit on by a bunch of men in the bar, because yeah, does, and then she basically kicks her ass, which she does have a cool scene where she like catches flies in the air and then like throws them into them and like kind of like gets them to accidentally eat the flies. It's pretty cool. And then yeah, she just kind of kicks a bunch of ass. I quite like the fight scene. Some of it's, yeah, obviously a little bit. It's kind of that classic, more over the top type of fighting. And then she's joined by like a cousin, who also is like, hey, cuz, we fight now. We fight some people. Because fuck it. Apparently, this is what this whole family does. Is they're all doing fighting. And then her uncle, they all go out for basically a meal. Just chat and go, yeah, no, I'm gonna try and find him. I'm gonna find my brother. She gets a lead about her brother's partner. It was like the sign is like a rose, which she takes in there, and this person has a rose tattoo. They meet, but then she has to run because gang shop, be all evil and stuff. I can't remember what happens to that character, who apparently in one of the dubs is apparently so she's called like Yafantian. Apparently in one of the dubs the character is called Fanny Singer, which is a very impressive skill. Not gonna lie, a very impressive skill to know if you can. Yeah, we just get a whole bunch of goons who show up who, yeah, weirdly call you to basically kind of wreck shop with, which is kind of embarrassing for them. And then Sonny Chiba shows up to kind of help out. But over the top action and goes, hey, I'm also here. Anyway, bye. Anyway, bye. You're like a mob boss. He's like, wow, you guys are fucking disappointing. Like I've hired this mercenary and his friends who will wear baskets on their heads for no reason. I think this is a traditional Japanese thing that I am just not aware of personally. But this is also the same actor who's in the first two Street Fighter films as like kind of the one of the main bad guys. He's not a bad guy. I don't know. I'd say the main hero is the bad guy. Because like, let's be honest, our main hero in the first two Street Fighter movies basically sells this guy's sister into the sex trade. It's a whole thing. These movies are fucking nuts. Honestly, they're fucking nuts. Yeah, that happens, and then we get to see these dojo, which goes on for way too long. The whole dojo fighting goes on. I feel like goes on for a little bit long. And we get just a bit more exposition about what happened to the brother, and we kind of get some relation of Sonny Chiba, who his character, who is Bodachi, I swear it was called Hibika, because I remember I remember looking at that. Sounds like yeah, Hibika. Yeah, Rinto, son of my late friend Rinto Hibika. Because Habiki. Because I remembered, yeah, because I'm a big Street Fighter nerd. I think of Dan Habiki. Yeah, we kind of get just a little bit of explanation about this character, who's a son of a former the dojo's master's not brother, but like good friend, son. Oh yeah, we get a little explanation of. We finally meet the character, the partner of the sisters. The brother of our sister Street Fighter. We kind of find out what happened to him. He was fought a bunch of guys, got taken down, and they've what they don't know is he's basically been hooked on drugs, and then the bad guys show up to go, hey, we're here, we're gonna kill both of you, which yeah, they end up Blow Dart Man, who's here to shoot blow darts. Yep, that's him. He just does a character, just shoots blow darts and have like his only thing. He ends up killing the her brother's partner. Yeah, like cop partner, per se. We've got a lead. And we lead to the next character. Who's a friend of the brother cop, and then also bad guys are still trying to do bad guy things. We just kind of get like a montage of all the different bad guys, just so they could explain all the different bad guys that are in this film, and what their gimmick is. Like some the Amazonian women that basically just wear Fred Flintstone's outfit. Yeah, and then basically all the bad guys kind of fight, but not really, you know, that kind of thing. They kind of go, haha, the brother's hooked on drugs, and that's mostly so that they can the main mercenary can kind of also just give that information to the Koryu, just because. But yeah, she manages to get away for a bit and ends up burning a bunch of wigs, because apparently that's how they are transporting their drugs. Because just their gimmick, and then she gets away. They try and track her down so they can get her, so they can, you know, not have the drugs taken. Her uncle betrays Koryu because they have a very rapey guy. Literally, they basically sexually assaults his daughter in front of him, and he's like, well, yeah, fair. I was like, fair enough. Like, not just heavy petting, but you know, it's a bit he betrays her. More fighting, lots of fighting. She keeps fighting, fights a bunch of the ghouls. Like, oh no, what have I done? They get out of there, but like, hey, but you've betrayed him. And then Blow Dart guy shows up again. Go, Blow Dart. Stop giving exposition. Blah blah. And yeah, they all get kind of attacked. That the uncle dies. All the kids survive. Then basically kind of storm the castle. Storm this bad guy place of bad guy people. And then try and rescue the brother. Which works kinda. So they can have this little moment, but then he ends up dying. Because I think I don't know, it's not go shoot spears with gun, like a kind of spear gun pistol thing. He ends up just going, "Hello, I'm here. I'm evil. I kill." But haha, sucks to be him. He dies to his own spear. And Goyu gets captured. But don't worry, you'll get out of it. They have like a weird glass spike pit thing, which I don't know why they have this thing. She ends up like knocking a guy into it rather than falling into it. Was that plan was? Then fight. Lots of fighting. You basically go on the revenge path. Whole bunch of fighting, loads of fighting, all kinds of fighting. Like basically crack someone's neck and turns the head around, which is hilarious because it's just so obvious that it's like, it's so obvious they've just basically turned his clothes around. You're like, that you've just turned his clothes around. Yeah. More fighting. All kinds of gangs fighting. Senchi was back. He's here to do more fighting. More fighting. I've just got the movie playing here, so I'm just like fighting. There's fighting, and there's fighting, and then there's fighting. He has like a little thing about the main bad guy, which I think is ultimately what he dies to. He dies to his own claw. And also there's a whole bunch of just wire work. They just jump in the air. Yeah, he ultimately kind of ends up stabbing himself. Yeah, it's just hilarious. And yeah. And then everyone's happy, except the brother died and the uncle died. And it's just like, I'll continue my journey. Or at least that's kind of what the look she gives. I will continue my journey. Yeah, this is a fucking nuts movie, I'll be honest. I feel like it's very much like a kind of B-movie style action. Like some of the bad guys are so over the top and mad. I love it. I do love it. Yeah. This is definitely one to watch. I think it's definitely one to watch with friends. I don't think it's like really like really great. I think it's just one to watch with some friends. Pop this on, have some fun. This is the first of I think 3 other movies. Though it's a trilogy, but then the 4th one is like a unofficial one, is what Wikipedia calls it, which I'm not very confused how it's unofficial when it is produced by the same studio and also has the main like actress in it. It's very confusing. It came out like a couple years later. It's so confusing, but we'll get to that at some point. Yeah, it's just some fun action, fun kind of B-movie kind of action, silliness. But I would recommend it. I enjoyed it immensely. I love it. I love these kind of movies. They're just fun. There's business, and yep, there is. But it does, contain strong bloody violence, scene of sexual assault. I assume that just means this movie has it, and then after that it's fine. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I think the next one it says here is Sister Street Fighter Hanging by a Thread. So we'll find out what that is like soon. I think I'm going to, because I've kind of changed up my ordering slightly. Though you won't know this on YouTube. I'm kind of recording these. So I've recorded the first, the entire Street Fighter trilogy, and then this Street Fighter movie. So I'll be going to horror for the next couple of weeks, until we go back to these films. But it's in horror. I'll be doing The Dentist, I think is the next one. Oh no, that'll be already out. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about doing Sharknado. I kind of want to cover those films. I kind of want some silliness in my life. And I already am, so... yeah, we'll figure it out. And if you do have any recommendations, try to do some, to mix it up with... Normally I would do some kaiju. I thought I'll mix it up, try and do some other stuff. I've still got other ideas of movies I want to cover, but yeah, if you do have any movies you want me to cover, do let me know. I am always up for some fun shenanigans. More movies. But for now, I say to you all, live long and prosper, and I'll see you in the next video, whichever one that may be.